Hello and welcome to How to Break 100, where we're going to be taking Ashley through a series of 4 weeks coaching to hopefully get him breaking 100 for the very first time.
Yes, make sure you don't miss an episode. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And do you want to break 100? Well, we have a special offer for you. Our coaching plan Break 100 is 30% off to celebrate Ashley breaking 100, obviously. So all you need to do is click the link in the description and use the code BREAK30.
Okay, Ashley, welcome to the Asprey. It's great to have you here. You haven't been playing golf that long. You're part of our membership program. You've obviously worked at your game and put some time into it. How can we help you? How can we get you to break 100? What's letting you down?
I'm losing the ball a lot and I'm pushing it to the right.
Okay, so you're losing balls on the golf course.
Yeah, that'll not help.
We're going to save him money as well,
Yeah,
Piers. That's
exactly,
a good thing.
yeah.
So if we can improve the direction, if we
Yeah.
can save you a few golf balls,
Absolutely.
and look at the rest of your game as well over the 4 weeks,
Yeah.
hopefully we can reduce that score. Your best score so far is
102.
102.
3 times.
3 times you've done that, yeah.
Oh, Any
Okay.
lost balls in that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Every time.
We just need to actually lose 2 less balls around and we're
We'll
done.
just walk around with you. We'll find them for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we're on the 14th at the Asprey. We've got about 150 into the breeze here. 7-iron in hand. Let's watch it a few shots. We'll talk a little bit about maybe your thoughts, and then we'll get into some things that you can work on. Hopefully share some things that you guys can learn from this as well. So there's an example of the
Very right.
shot that goes over to the
Yeah.
right, yeah? And is there anything that you think about or you've worked on in your game? Can you talk us through anything that you've changed?
Yeah, I'm trying to stop my sway, so I'm putting my weight over onto my lead foot.
Okay.
A bit low, a bit off the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely strike.
That's good.
Very nice. It's amazing the difference, isn't it, between the two before compared to that
Yeah,
one.
Absolutely.
We've got some swings. Let's go through, let's just show you what we've got here and talk you through it. Now it's interesting because what you've worked on, Ashley, is working on the sway. So he's been working hard not to move away from the target. And when we look at this, if we look at the sort of trail hip here, as we swing back, we'll actually see how the hip, and you actually get the lower body moving the other way now, where you get the lower body moving all the way over to the left leg, all the pressure's in the left leg, and this actually causes us to get a little bit stuck, and we can't really use the lower body in a good way and turn through from here. It gets quite static with the lower body through the golf ball here.
Yeah.
You don't really move that well through the ball, but the problem is here, this sort of knock-on effect here of you've almost done too well. You've stopped the sway and we've just gone a little too much this way.
Swaying forwards.
Exactly, yeah. And what happens from this is that when we get this motion where we go this way, I've got all the weight into this leg now. It's really hard to actually turn and rotate out the way. Whereas if we can actually rotate and turn against the right leg, it enables us now to use the ground, push towards the target and start to rotate and clear out the way. But it really isn't letting you do that because of actually the backswing that you're doing. So it's going to feel strange what we do today because you're going to feel like you're actually going more back towards the sway, which you're not, but we've got some great drills for you to work on and hopefully can make a difference. So alignment stick. So if you take your setup for me, anywhere in the same place for us is good. Really simple drill that you can do with this. So I'm just going to place this into sort of in the ground, in towards where your right hip would be. So all I want you to do now, if you place the club across your shoulders for me, right across the top, just above the mic. So all I want to get you to do now, Ashley, is I want you to make a backswing in a moment, and all I want you to do is keep the connection with the trail leg and the alignment stick here, and just tell me how this feels as you do this, nice and slow. There you go. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it feels like I'm putting more weight onto my right foot.
Onto your right foot, yeah?
A bit more balanced.
Okay, and again for us, eyes down where the ball will be. Let's just make that rotation, keep it against it. There you go. Now, what Ashley was doing, he was just trying to sort of almost put pressure into the lead leg because you thought that was maybe the key to not swaying.
Yeah.
But as we turn now, we're going to get the pressure actually moving into the right leg a little bit, which is absolutely fine, but we're not doing it by moving this way.
Okay.
So we're doing it with a rotation against the stable lower base. Turn, hold it there. There you go, really nice. So this is now you'll feel almost the right glute working a bit harder there, yeah? And the weight now is a little bit more sort of
What a
onto the
difference
inside.
this is to the body pivot as well. Now you've got to hit that like
Really
if you're
good.
enjoying
Okay,
what you're
again.
seeing here, because this is a massive, massive difference.
That sort of
Key
energy
with this
into
as well.
that.
Notice how well Ashley's doing this. Sometimes when you put that alignment stick in, you can stay on that stick and not turn. That
Place the
causes
club in
other
hand.
problems. What he's doing really well is he's making sure that he gets that turn as he goes into his backswing. Crucial, crucial.
Let's hit a couple of shots and let's see what we get. Now, I'm not bothered at the moment, and this is maybe something that you guys should bear in mind. Whenever you put a new motion in and practice something new, don't be worried about what happens to the golf ball straight away. What we're looking to do is actually put the focus and attention on here, and when Ashley's focus goes here, guess what? He's not focusing on the ball so much, which is fine. So if you hit a couple of bad shots, just accept that and work on what you're trying to focus on until we start to feel it more comfortable. So that was the old one.
Was it?
Okay, good. And this is the feedback now.
Put my alignment stick back now.
Every time you get it wrong, we're going to whip you with this, Ashley. Come on, there you go. Back and through for us. Good. Okay, I like it. That was better.
Nice.
Beautiful. Really, really nice. Again, notice I'm saying beautiful at the motion, not the shot.
Yeah.
I'm not commenting on the shot, I'm commenting on the motion.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Not going right now, is it?
No, it's going left.
No, it's going left, yes.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
Really, really nice. Motion was good there, and the shot was good, and it was left. And there's a reason it's going to go left now, which I'm happy with, because when you change one thing, something else happens, and there's actually going to be something else that we're going to give you to work on as well, because
Okay.
if all we said is do this today, you're going to come back next week and there's going to be an issue, so we might as well address the issue in a moment. So have me one more shot. Very, very nice. Good. And there's a lot of figuring out now from Ashley, and you know, you're feeling it, and you said, oh, I felt it in that hip there. And when we're not getting loaded into that hip, it's hard to feel. So if you just stand sort of next to Pierce there. So whenever we make a change, there's always something else that goes. Now, whenever we work on the legs and we say we've got to stay against this right side, what happens is that you do a better job here, but because you're thinking about keeping it on the right side, it almost switches the lower body off even more. So we swing down and we become very inactive with the body.
Okay.
So at some point in the swing, we want to turn and load up. But from here now, we want to then start to drive and rotate and clear out the way and release that onto the toe. At the moment, what's happening is you're doing a much better job on the way back, but on the way down, we're sort of staying quite static, and this is why the shots are more likely to go left now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give you two things to work on. We're going to give you some feeling on the way through where we can start to sort of almost from loaded to releasing and finishing, which is a lot more on this toe.
Yep.
So if you jump in here for us, take your setup.
Good news is, Ashley, that his left was a lot further left than yours. So you're
good.
Okay. You're better than Andy.
You're better than me.
Happy days.
Okay, so this is a great feeling that we're going to have here. So nice and relaxed with the arms. We're going to just swing through, and all I want you to do when we do so is just allow the hips to turn and allow your right foot to release with me. Good, allow the right foot to release. Good. So all I'm going to ask you to do now is just finish in this place where you're literally on the toe, you've released the right leg, and all the weight now is on here.
Yeah.
And that's going to allow you to not get stuck here. Okay. We're loading, and then we're going to release on the way through. Good.
Nice flow to the golf swing.
Yeah, one more, and then we'll hit a shot.
One more.
Very nice. And it's an interesting one here, because we could have stopped at the backswing and said go away and work at that, but it would have made a difference to the swing, but it wouldn't have made you any better.
No.
Now, although we're going to give you two things to work on here, it needs to start with the backswing, but we're going to give you a very simple cue that can allow you to actually still play and get better without you coming back next week and going, we need to do some more work.
Yeah.
So let's hit the shot, and the only thing I want you to think about on this one, we want to bear this in mind, but all I want to see is that you've released the toe and you've got the weight onto that lead leg. Hold it. Good. Again, not bothered about the result at the moment.
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful finish as well. Love that as well.
Height
there.
on that one as well. Beautiful. I mean, just tell me what. I know it's gone a little bit right. Did it feel nice, the strike?
No, the connection didn't feel good.
It was a little bit out the toe, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. But other than that, the movement looked pretty good.
Let's take a look on screen and we'll see the difference before and after here. So if we swing back, so much more against that right leg. Yeah. So we're now loading a bit more, a little bit long with the arms maybe, but not too worried about that. Start to shift. Again, this is something we can work on, sort of more so getting you through the ball a bit better, but we now nicely finish, look up on that toe. Again, finish balance there. But the backswing is almost the it's the starting point of where we need to go.
Yeah.
If we can start and turn against that right leg, we can then start to move in a better way and be more consistent. And again, we said earlier, consistency, what are we after? Well, if we can start and position the hips in a better place, it then makes a huge difference moving forward.
So are you up for taking the Break 100 challenge just like Ashley? If you are, make sure you click the link down below and use the code BREAK30 to have 30% off Break 100. And also hit the like, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week, Ashley. Great
Great
stuff.
work, Ashley.
Thank you. Cheers for your help.